Here are your headlines with Alejandro Solana, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
This was something I discussed, and I just wanted to run it by you guys with Tobin yesterday on Game Day Uncensored, and I think even more so now, it rings truer to me. Hawk, in the offseason, Jalen Ramsey wants out, and Jalen Ramsey clearly is asking out from the Dolphins. And you said something that I still remember, where you said, what did he know, or what does he know about this team? What does he know about McDaniel? What does he know about this team? Lack of leadership. And I hate to admit it, but guys, Jalen Ramsey was right.
Yeah,
Jalen Ramsey, from the very beginning, coming into this season, knew that this team is fractured from within. Organization, top to bottom, is fractured from within. Lack of leadership. And he wanted out. That guy was right.
Yeah. And you got to see some of them guys, like he came from McVay's Rams that won a Super Bowl. Like Tua doesn't know what it looks like. To Tua's defense, he doesn't know what top NFL organizations look like because he walked into Flores, which he walked into a bumble bleep, and then he got into another bumble bleep, and he just doesn't know what that looks like. Ramsey's seen it. He's seen the chef cooking it up in the back and knows what that dish looks like. And he said, you know what? Yeah, this is going to come out the kitchen looking too good. And he was correct. We talked to him up in Pittsburgh, and it was kind of what he's saying, like not breaking any news because he said it on, on the podcast. He said to other people, he's like, no, I wanted to, I'm on the back end of my career, and I wanted to go somewhere and try to win a Super Bowl. And he didn't see it being here.
Because remember, though, he had no say in where he ended up.
Right.
He just wanted out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like they owed him, he was a guy who'd played for the organization for 12 years and you were going to give him, the path to wherever he wanted to be. Like, he just wanted out of here. And you look at what's gone on through 6 games and you go, oh, I get it.
And then Minka was here, asked to leave, got sent right back, and now on a 1-5 team. I know Minka's fire hot.
Fire hot.
Come on.
He's like sort of here though, like he's here, but is he really here?
It's kind of like those cartoons when the guy digs out of jail, jumps in the bottom of a truck, the truck rides him around a circle, takes him right back to jail. Free.
Can I interest you in a Mike McDaniel note from today's press conference that doesn't revolve around the Tua inflammatory remarks?
Yes.
Sure.
He says there won't be any players returning from injured reserve this week. So that includes James Daniels, that includes Liam Eichenberg, that includes Austin Jackson, and that includes Jason Sanders. So that is kind of a big deal. There's no reinforcements coming anytime soon.
I didn't want to bring it up, but your guy Riley Patterson blew the game. If he hits that 57-yarder, which is a chip shot for good field goal kickers in the league, they win the game. Sure. Right. Yeah, it is 57 for good field goal kickers, above average. The average guys do exactly what he's been doing this season. And in fact, I'll give you something here. This is interesting. We can couch this under 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored. Brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions and 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. From DolphinsTalk.com, they did stock up, stock down. Pretty easy, but Mike McDaniel is one of the stock down. But what they write is Riley Patterson has been good. But when you have a lead in the second quarter at home, I'm not sure you should have your backup kicker try a 57-yard field goal. He misses it. The Chargers get the ball at midfield and have the lead moments later. There's being aggressive and there's being silly. This was a ridiculous decision. And the guys at Dolphins Talk are correct there. What happened was Mike McDaniel started looking at Riley Patterson the way Solana has, which is he's doing everything perfectly that a very average kicker can do. And so he forgot that he was a very average kicker and said, oh, I'll have him go out here and make a 57-yarder. We all knew before the season started. I remember looking at his numbers. There was no chance in hell he was going to hit a 57-yard field goal. He didn't, and the Dolphins didn't have the lead moments later.
I don't know about no chance in
Solana,
hell.
Don't argue this. He
No
wasn't going
chance
to hit
in hell. This guy was 100% on the season.
He was 100% from 40 and 30.
Yeah.
He hit a 47-yarder yesterday.
And that's 10 more yards. 47 and 57. That's another 30
an average
feet.
kicker. Average kickers can make those with no problem. He's good. He should be on an NFL team. But to suggest, which is what you suggested before the season, that he's as good as Jason Sanders is folly, because Sanders would have nailed that.
My point from the beginning, and I don't want to rehash it, my point from the beginning was that you won't feel a massive drop-off between Jason Sanders and whoever the Dolphins sign, who ended up being Riley Patterson, who was outstanding until yesterday, and even yesterday went 2 of 3, hit 2 field goals. And by the way, you guys argued that losing Jason Sanders was bigger than losing a tackle.
No.
How's that working out for you?
Specifically.
How's that working out for you?
Specifically, Patrick Paul.
The only good player on the Dolphins offensive line. Losing your right tackle. And losing your guard.
Yeah. You're telling me that you don't think Patrick Paul, after one season, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this argument again, because the fact that Riley Patterson kicked that 57-yarder instead of Jason Sanders yesterday cost them the game.
So Jason
Sanders hit 57.
Jason Sanders, if he's on the team yesterday, the Dolphins win that game, is what you're saying?
100%.
Okay. I can't say that. I would say the game would play out differently, because the numbers would be different and more chances would have to be taken than they were by the Chargers. It would have played out totally differently if there was 3 more points on the board.
Okay, so it's not the Dolphins offense looking absolutely anemic coming out in the second half until the very end of the game.
If they're up by 4, 5, 6, you don't need to just kick a field goal at the end there.
It's not Jalen Phillips not knowing how to bring a guy down when he has all of his body weight on him. It's not the Dolphins secondary not being able to tackle a guy in the open field.
Yeah, but still, even if Trader tackles him there, they've still got to get in the end zone if Jason Sanders has kicked that field goal.
Solana, there's a lot at fault. And Jason Sanders not being able to hit a 57-yarder is a fault part.
Well, Sanders would hit it.
Riley Patterson, Jalen Phillips, Trader. We know who messed up yesterday. Riley Patterson's in that bunch.
It's not Malik Washington not knowing to stay inbounds.
They're all in the same bus.
It's not special teams. It's not the special teams letting the return get to the 40-yard line. So
I didn't want to go down this path again.
All on the same bus. And Riley Patterson's on that
There's
bus.
myriad reasons for the loss. And I don't want to blame it on Riley Patterson, because he really has had a very good season.
So just say I was right. That's all you have to do. And
well, you weren't. Over. You literally were proven wrong yesterday.
I don't think I was. I think I was proven right, because through 5 weeks, Riley Patterson was not a topic of discussion.
But what has he done that shows you he's anything better than an average kicker?
Nothing.
Well, that was my point. Jason Sanders has shown you he's a much better than average kicker.
It's fine. You guys take the L. It's fine.
Stock up.
Well, how? They literally lost yesterday, and your guy missed a field goal.
Elsewhere in the NFL, the Titans have fired Brian Callahan. That's the first head coach fired. Listen to this stat that I just read. Brian Callahan was 4-19 against the spread as the Titans head coach. That's the worst against the spread mark by a head coach in the Super Bowl era, with a minimum of 5 games, according to ESPN.
Yeah, that gets you fired.
I mean, he's got a terrible team. And he's probably playing a quarterback sooner than he'd like to be playing him. But you put up those kind of numbers and results, James Franklin can tell you. Put up those kind of... The only person who's immune to it is Mike McDaniel.
It's crazy.